Now on Good Morning Northwest, 125% wasn't enough. President Trump announces even higher tariffs on China this morning. How high and how that's going over.
And it's pretty warm out this morning, but I'm tracking a cooler afternoon than yesterday and a chill in the air for this weekend.
Organized crime in Spokane Valley? The police department wants help cracking down on businesses it believes facilitate human trafficking. What it's asking for just ahead. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning, I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, April 11th. Welcome to the Friday. Welcome to the end of your week. Let's kick things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at our first alert forecast. Good morning, Matt. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. And here's something happy for you. We did see some showers move through overnight, but it wasn't a lot. And the timing has really worked out because as we're getting up this morning, those showers starting to fade away around the Pullman, Moscow, and Lewiston area. We are still going to see some rain today in the far southern parts of the inland Northwest, so places around the Camas Prairie, Orofino, and then down towards the Lochsa River. We're going to continue to see these light showers through the rest of our early to mid-morning at the very least, and may see some more sprinkles even into the early afternoon. What really, though, is the impact this morning is the thick cloud cover that's been moving across much of our area. Starting to see clear skies as you work your way north towards places like Omak and Colville. But overall, it's left us with some much warmer temperatures this morning. In Spokane, it is only 43 degrees, and we were still in the 50s just a couple of hours ago. So it is a warm start with your coffee by comparison to the last few mornings. For this afternoon, however, we're not warming up all that much as cooler air settles in for the weekend with highs only in the upper 50s. We get even cooler on Saturday, and we're going to be tracking some weather you'll need to know about as you make your plans for the weekend. Coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, this morning, President Trump's trade war with China intensifies.
The White House clarifying China faces a tariff of 145%, not the 125% number the president announced Wednesday. Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, China is retaliating.
Yeah, Robin, China is increasing tariffs against the U.S. to 125%. The country also says pressure and threats will not stop the trade war.
We'll see what happens with China. We would love to be able to work a deal.
Right now, the stock market is fluctuating due to the uncertainty of the tariffs. And it's not just Wall Street feeling the pressure. Everyday Americans are starting to worry about higher prices. In fact, the budget lab at Yale says tariffs will cost an average household $4,700 a year. This week, President Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs. But now he is saying if deals are not made within 90 days, tariffs will go back into effect. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thank you. Washington Senator Patty Murray is speaking out against the Trump administration's cuts to the USDA.
Programs that connect food banks with schools with local farms are set to lose millions of funding in July. Now, the Trump administration made major cuts to the USDA last month. The local food for schools program lost $660 million in funding, making it unaffordable for some schools to participate in the upcoming school year. Some farmers involved in this program say this will have major impacts on their local business.
It was not only providing that access to our community members, but it was also providing a direct new market for us as farmers. And it's devastating to lose that.
Programs that support food banks are facing steep reductions, even while food insecurity is on the rise around Washington. The Salvation Army Food Bank here in Spokane is actively working to expand its physical space to keep up with demand.
Spokane Valley City Council is considering ordinance revisions to give police more tools to address human trafficking. City Council passed a resolution in 2023 aimed at cracking down on illicit massage businesses in the area. Law enforcement agencies faced challenges with enforcing the city code, which is now pushing them to ask for revisions.
Problem with these businesses, what we've seen is they are run by an organized criminal network. This is not a mom and pop shop. This is organized crime that is occurring.
Detective Michael Keys leads the investigation on these illicit businesses. So far, he identified 17 illegal businesses. Of those, almost 80% have been shut down. Detective Keys says this new ordinance allows police to target illegal operations.
People in Spokane are invited to provide feedback on how the I-90 corridor will look. Attendees at an upcoming workshop will select the final 8 designs that local artist Reynaldo Gil Zambrano has created for this project. Doors will open at 5:15 on April 16th at the Nuestras Raíces Community Center. But if you can't make it in person, you can also attend virtually via Microsoft Teams.
Are we ever going to ditch the switch? The Senate Commerce Committee is considering axing time changes for daylight saving time across the country. It could mean later sunrises and sunsets throughout the year if Congress takes action. Many people around Spokane say they are tired of the time changes.
Without a time change, yeah, it would be no more confusion. I mean, we live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's going to get dark early anyway.
Especially losing the hour, not really gaining the hour, but it really does throw me off for the next week going into it, trying to adjust.
The Senate passed the Sunshine Protection Act in 2022, which would make daylight saving time permanent. But it hasn't come up for a vote in the House. So here we are.
We wait and we see.
Yep, we're just status quo. It's now just about 6 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray as we're kicking off our Friday morning here.
Yeah, looks like a nice start. You know what? Arizona doesn't change the time. Why can't we?
That's right. Yeah, right?
Just something to think about. Something to think about. Hey, 40s right now, mild, but cooler temperatures as we start the weekend. We'll show you that coming up.
Looking for something to do this weekend? Well, you can revisit the American Revolution in a fun and entertaining way by watching Hamilton. My interview with the cast coming up.
And tragedy on the Hudson. A helicopter crash kills 6 people and is caught on camera. What we've learned about it overnight right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
4 News Now and STCU are teaming up for a one-day Coats for Kids closet cleanout.
Gather up your gently used winter jackets and donate them Thursday, April 17th. Go to KXLY.com for a list of STCU locations.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we know that every journey begins with trust. That's why every new vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care's complimentary roadside assistance. From daily commutes to weekend adventures, Findlay Toyota has what you need to keep you moving. Because peace of mind should come standard. Visit Findlay Downtown Toyota today, where we take care of you so you can take care of what matters most.
Thank you for the 63 years in the Inland Northwest community. At Perfection Tire, we have prided ourselves on providing our customers with quality tires at great prices, not to mention keeping your family safe on the road no matter the conditions.
And to celebrate, we have our anniversary Cooper rebate sale going on now. And with our rough winter roads, while you're here, let our certified techs check your suspension and wheel alignment.
Nobody beats perfection.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
The spring tradition continues as the 9th annual Spokane Speed and Custom Show returns to the Spokane Fair and Expo Center April 11th, 12th, and 13th. Celebrating 40 years of Back to the Future, theme rooms, hot rods, show cars, muscle cars, and more. All indoors. Check us out on Facebook or SpokaneSpeedCustomShow.com.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Good morning. Your time is now 6:09. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. New details about that terrifying helicopter crash in New York. It killed a tech executive and his family, including 3 young children.
The chopper was flying for about 15 minutes before breaking up mid-flight. The fuselage plummeting into the water as the rotor blades disconnect, spinning around before splashing down. Augustin Escobar, a top executive with the Spanish branch of the tech company Siemens, and his wife were killed, along with their 3 young children. Those ages were 4, 5, and 11. And the pilot also killed in that crash. The NTSB and the FAA will now try to figure out why the rotor blades separated.
Immigrant rights groups are asking a judge to block the IRS from turning over sensitive information about undocumented taxpayers. On Monday, the Trump administration announced the Internal Revenue Service could share that information with ICE. The plaintiffs say federal law requires a court order for the IRS to share that data. A hearing is scheduled for next week on the matter.
Democratic senators are calling for an investigation into whether anyone in President Donald Trump's circle knew he was going to pause tariffs and made stock market trades because of it. Senators Adam Schiff and Ruben Gallego have sent a letter to the White House Chief of Staff and U.S. Office of Government Ethics requesting an inquiry into possible insider trading in connection with Trump's tariff pause. It is illegal for government officials to trade based on inside information they received in their official government capacity.
About 2.5 years ago, the euro and the dollar were at parity, worth exactly the same. Now, amid tariff fears, the stock market woes, the euro is in its best position against the U.S. dollar in more than 3 years, worth about $1.14. Analysts are seeing a loss of confidence in U.S. assets over its trade policies.
Takeaways in your weather here on this Friday. We are embarking on a bit of a cooling trend that'll last through Saturday before things start warming up again for the end of the weekend. We'll also continue to see dry weather for most of us, with the exception of some showers Saturday afternoon.
As the weather warms up, families are looking to cool down by taking a dip in the pool. Maybe an indoor option, but everyone should be reminded about swim safety. The CDC says that each year there are nearly 4,000 drownings, which is why it's so important to teach everyone about water safely, particularly children. Dr. Sarah Lazarus is a pediatrician and says it's vital for parents to be aware.
Every time I hear it happens so quickly. A parent may just turn their back, and when they turn around, their child is underwater.
Dr. Lazarus says that if your child can't swim 2 lengths of the pool by themselves, then a parent should be within arm's reach at all times. Once they can do that distance by themselves without stopping, then parents can graduate to eyes reach supervision. And if you're a parent who can't swim, good reminder, it's never too late to learn. A good skill for everyone to have.
Absolutely is.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:12.
History has its eyes on Spokane. The Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton is in town. Allison Martinez is live with an interview with the leading lady coming up.
But first, we'll take you to a commercial break and a live look at your Friday morning. Here is One Spokane Stadium. It's going to be busy this weekend with some Zephyr games out there.
Zephyr and Velocity.
Lots of soccer if you want to go check it out. Happy Friday morning. We hope it's a great one. We'll see you right after this break.
The DQ Freezer is opening again to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor.
Freezer clear?
Just in time for our 85th birthday.
I wonder what it's gonna be. I wish that it... You can't say a wish out loud. It won't come true.
The Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat is back, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. All that's missing is a candle.
This is what I wish for.
Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
Regain your quality of life with expert spine care at Prosser Memorial Health. Neurological spine surgeon Dr. David Yam, with over 20 years of experience, specializes in comprehensive spine care, minimally invasive surgery, and disc replacement. Dr. Yam is now seeing patients at our new Spine Center locations in Prosser and Walla Walla. Call 509-786-5599 today to schedule your appointment. New, returning, and second opinion patients welcome. The new Spine Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter.
Through your union revolution and the hope that you provide.
Hamilton in Spokane at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family.
For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Barry Manilow. The last Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Rodeo at the Spokane Arena, May 16th and 17th.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back at 6:16. There is a new show in town at Spokane's first Interstate Center for the Arts. Hamilton is a musical unlike any you've probably seen before.
This musical follows the life of founding father Alexander Hamilton. And we have Allison Martinez live this morning in studio. She spoke to one of the actresses in the show and is giving us a behind-the-scenes look. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. Hamilton follows the rise of the founding father without a father. The show is about America then, told by America now. The musical score blends hip-hop, jazz, R&B, and Broadway, bringing together the signature styles of multiple generations. I spoke with Kendall Sayuri Yokoyama, who stars as Eliza, Alexander Hamilton's wife. She told us how, to her, Eliza represents one of America's core values, family. Touring the country and playing Eliza, she gets to connect with her family from miles away.
I mean, she's always been my dream role. I know that's very cliche to say. I feel like it's the ingenue that everybody wants to play. I just feel like she reminds me a lot of my sister Jordan, and she loves her family. It reminds me a lot about me, and there are a lot of parts that are not me.
Watching the show, you'll learn about Alexander Hamilton's rise through the ranks, from growing up poor, moving to New York, and becoming a prominent leader during the American Revolution. You'll learn about his struggles in life and love, and how his choices eventually led to that famous duel with Aaron Burr. The show runs now through April 20th, and tickets start at $56. I watched the show the other day, and I laughed, I cried, and I'm still, right now, singing all of those songs. And one thing that's really cool about Kendall, who's the actress I spoke to, she's actually been in the show for 6 years. She started as a swing when she was still in college, and she's taken on multiple roles. Now she's playing her dream role. Kendall is actually a childhood friend of mine. I've watched her perform for years, and I have to say that voice of hers is enough of a reason to buy a ticket. Reporting live in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Such a cool connection.
Love that.
And I
so
totally
much.
echo the sentiment about her voice.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Go see it. Go see it. You have a few more days to do that. Here is a live look at our sunrise. I mean, it was pretty cloud covered.
Yeah, a little bit of cloud cover, but that will change. And we'll see more sunshine as the day goes on. And that brings us to what's going on out there, where things are blooming, the trees are budding, everything feels like spring out there. Our friend Lois sent us this the other day of her crocuses blooming. And then look, you can see right there, you see little fuzzy little bees, little bumblebees. I had a bumblebee in my backyard the other day. Watching the, making sure the dogs didn't get stung by accident with that one. We have a wonderful day coming up today. It'll stay a little bit cloudier in some parts of the Palouse as we wait for some of those clouds to move on from this system that moved through overnight. did not drop much rain, it looks like, by the looks of how dry things are out there. We'll see 50s as we get towards 11 o'clock, and that's where we'll stay. Expecting upper 50s. A few spots in the basin will get up to around 60 degrees, but most of us staying in the 50s here for the better part of the next 3 days or so as we cool down even further on Saturday and then start the upswing as we head back into the weekend. So here you go, 52 for a high on Saturday. Sunday, more sunshine, start warming up a little bit, 55. We're going to see some chilly temperatures. Gardeners beware. We'll be right around freezing in many areas on Sunday morning. We'll be pretty close in more than a few communities to start off our Saturday as well. Also on Saturday, a chance in the afternoon for some showers. Let's take a look at how that plays out. As we head towards noon, areas north of I-90 in the Panhandle in northeastern Washington, we're going to start to see showers popping up along the mountains and then tracking to the south and to the east as we head through the afternoon. This is not going to be anything extreme. We're talking about some maybe 5-minute light rain showers. It will be cold enough in some of those northern counties as well, where we could see a little bit of graupel as well, with temperatures up higher in the atmosphere, cold enough that some of those little snow pellets could make it down to the ground. After about 6, 7 o'clock, we'll see those showers fade away, and that could be the last real chance of rain for a little while. It's looking pretty dry next week. We were keeping an eye on the kind of the middle of the week for some shower possibilities, but at this point, it looks like those have, well, quite literally dried up.
All right, looking nice.
I know, it's going to be a nice long stretch where we can breathe easy.
Yeah, we get one day that's telling us, do your spring cleaning, and then don't. And get it over with.
And then get outside.
Get outside.
Thanks, Matt. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:20.
Clint Hurdle led the Colorado Rockies to their first World Series appearance in franchise history almost 20 years ago. And now he helps get the Rockies talent, and plenty of it comes from here in Spokane. We caught up with the former NL Manager of the Year to check out what he has to say on evaluating minor league talent. That's next in Morning Sports.
Thanks so much for starting your Friday morning with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Here is a live look at the skies today. The sun is up. We're starting our day, and we'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes. I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
No slam dunk today, it looks like. Don't worry, I can fix this.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning. We get you compensated fairly, and we don't receive a penny until you get paid.
How do I contact you guys?
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
At Northern Quest, it's easy to get distracted with over 1,500 slot machines, including 392 different slot titles, all competing for your attention. A sexy Roman god here, a magical owl wizard there. Whatever's going on here, it can be a little overwhelming until you realize our slot machines pay out $167 million in annual jackpots. You're not so distracted now, are you? Northern Quest, yes, the best.
For over 43 years, Northwest Fence has been selling and installing the very best fences in the region. From high-end commercial to small residential projects, no fencing job is too big or too small, which is why we are proud of our 5-star Industry Leader Awards that reflect our hard work and dedication to every job. So this spring, if you need a new fence or possibly a beautiful automated security gate, give us a call for a free quote at Northwest Fence. Nobody builds them better.
Public notice! RV prices are anticipated to rise drastically due to tariffs. R&R RV is offering free tariff savings now at all 3 locations. Same-day delivery available on many units with no hidden fees. Get ahead of soaring RV tariffs and save thousands now at R&R RV. Don't delay. Pre-tariff pricing ends soon. Lock in your exclusive pre-tariff price today at R&R RV, Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston, or online at rnrrv.com.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Clint Hurdle is described as having a wealth of knowledge about baseball, and given his decades-long career in majors as both a player and award-winning manager, this all checks out and greatly helps these guys, Spokane Indians. Now, Hurdle won the Colorado Rockies' only NL pennant back in 2007, and he's been with the team over the last 4 years, helping to evaluate minor league talent. The Rockies have, well, they've seen better days, but have an excellent crop of prospects, and that showed in the Indians' title run last season, and at least so far this year. Hurdle shares in what he saw in that championship squad and how it can carry over to this year's team.
The commitment to one another. There's a Buddhist term for it. It's called mudita, to show expressive joy for someone else's success. Last year's team had it. I just love the fact that these guys are getting a chance to go play a full season again. 150 games, stretch it out. It's a long road. We've got some new faces, we've got some new energy, but we've got some staples in place that, they set the bar here. We expect to win.
That expectation to win sure did age pretty well as the Indians beat the Vancouver Canadians 1-0 late last night. That's all for Morning Sports. Tune in at 6 and Nightside for more sports action all around our area.
Yeah, lots happening in sports this weekend. We have the Chiefs back in town.
For the
we
playoffs.
have the Zephyr playing Saturday, the Velocity Sunday. It's big and exciting.
Very fun.
The 10th annual Northwest Autism Center Steps for Autism 5K coming up Saturday the 26th.
Beginning at noon, runners and walkers alike will take to the Centennial Trail in Riverfront Park to raise awareness for autism. Now, along this route, you'll see some friendly faces, maybe the Spokane Indians mascots, Otto and Doris, the Spokanosaurus, and even some Disney princesses, too. This event runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Many local businesses will be there, and there will also be sensory-friendly activities and prizes. Registration, $25, and to learn how to sign up, head to KXLY.com.
Yeah, I'm sure the weather's going to be great for it by then, the 26th of April.
Cross some fingers.
It is now 6:26.
The Supreme Court steps in after a Maryland father is mistakenly deported to a notorious prison in El Salvador, while the Trump administration is still hesitating to bring him home. That's next.
Plus, Spokane police changing how they respond to protests. The new team focused on dialogue, de-escalation, and protecting your rights. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Doomsday Mom Lori Vallow Daybell back in court serving as her own lawyer.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have been charged with a crime, a serious crime. And the only question here is, did I commit this crime?
Defending herself against a murder conspiracy charge in the 2019 killing of her then estranged husband, Charles Vallow. Daybell finding herself in hot water with the prosecution over her cross-examination of Nancy Jo Hancock, a woman who went on a date with Vallow the night before his death.
Do you go on dates with married men?
Not naturally.
Argumentative.
I'm going to also object under 611 for harassment.
Lori maintains she is not guilty and that her brother Alex killed Charles Vallow in self-defense. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on Lori Vallow Daybell's trial. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can stir a sense of wonder, can make a ride go smoothly, and make a smile stretch ear to ear. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch. When a touch is all in good fun, Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are reading about online.
The U.S. response to Myanmar's deadly earthquake has exposed what experts are calling a major void in international relief efforts. 3,500 people died in the 7.7 magnitude quake back on March 28th. It happened as the Trump administration is dismantling USAID, America's main humanitarian aid agency. Since Trump's inauguration, thousands of USAID employees have been laid off, and 83% of its programs have been cut. The U.S. sent just 3 staffers to Myanmar to assess the situation. They were still working there when DOJ laid them off last week. Although the Trump administration pledged to send $9 million in aid, it's unclear right now how that money will be channeled.
The Menendez brothers case is returning to court today for a hearing on the Los Angeles County District Attorney's motion to withdraw the brothers' resentencing petition. Depending on what the judge decides today, another resentencing hearing may be set for April 17th and 18th. Lyle and Eric Menendez have been in prison for 35 years for the murder of their parents. Last month, the DA says he will only reconsider resentencing if the brothers admit their claims of self-defense amount to, quote, a litany of lies.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, April 11th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your Friday First Alert forecast.
Yeah, and the sun is up. We've got some high clouds after at least a few sprinkles last night, not a lot, and mild temperatures to start our day. We're already well into the 40s. We just didn't cool down all that much last night. But we will not see all that warm of temperatures this afternoon either. Certainly not the very May-like weather that we saw yesterday afternoon. Other places that are pretty warm this morning, 49 in St. Mary's, Bonners Ferry down to 50 degrees. That was our low today. 44 in Pullman. We're still in the 50s as well in the LC Valley. We still have some showers out there, some sprinkles around the LC Valley right now, but most of the wet weather has now moved south towards the Camas Prairie region and deeper into the central Idaho Panhandle. Places like Orofino, like Kuski, and across the Camas Prairie. We'll continue to see rain for the next few hours. Forecast for today, yeah, not all that warm compared to what we saw yesterday. Instead of upper 60s, low 70s, we'll see middle and upper 50s around the region, but we'll also see some sunshine. We'll show you how long that sun will be sticking around into your weekend coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, this morning, the Supreme Court is now weighing in on the deportation of a man from Maryland.
The Trump administration admits sending him to El Salvador was a mistake, but officials have hesitated to bring him back. A hearing in a lower court today could determine when Kilmar Abrego Garcia is returned. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, what are next steps to bring him back to the U.S.?
Well, Robin, right now, next steps are really unclear, and that's because while the justices did order the government to handle the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, they also argue that President Trump has sole power over foreign affairs.
Yes, and he should be returned, and obviously they should follow the law there.
Just last month, President Trump deported more than 200 migrants to a prison in El Salvador, claiming the men were violent gang members.
Confident that people that are there should be there and they should stay there for the rest of their lives.
However, a judge says there is no evidence that proves Abrego Garcia is a gang member, and one report found that 75% of the men sent by the U.S. to that prison have no criminal record. Then happening next week, the president of El Salvador is set to meet with President Trump and discuss the partnership between their two countries. Now, before that meeting happens, the White House is looking to crack down on immigration even more. The plan is to take away legally obtained Social Security numbers of thousands of immigrants. And if that happens, it could make it much harder for them to work, access benefits, or even stay in the country. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, you may notice a change in how Spokane police respond to rallies and protests.
It is an effort to ensure safety and protect each of our constitutional rights. SPD created a new dialogue policing team. It's part of their tactics team you'll see at demonstrations and rallies. An officer wearing a blue shirt and a police vest will be there from start to finish, listening, engaging, and having conversations, not choosing a side. The goal with this approach: to prevent escalation, violence, and ensure constitutional rights.
I saw a fundamental point of friction at these demonstrations when we were behaving differently than we would in any other situation.
The team aims to serve as a voice of reason during conflicts while ensuring constitutional rights are protected. Police Chief Kevin Hall implemented a similar initiative in his previous position. By maintaining a non-threatening presence, the department hopes to build better relationships with demonstrators while fulfilling public safety duties. Well, local parents want to be heard when it comes to transgender athletes competing in girls' sports.
The Washington governing body of sports, the WIAA, is currently voting on 2 amendments. The amendments would create a 3rd division for trans athletes to participate and state that participation in girls' sports would be limited to biological females. One father who spoke about this controversial topic at a recent Spokane Valley City Council meeting shared his thoughts.
A boy competing takes a spot from their own team from another girl. Then you compete in the race, and some people think, oh, it's just a race. No, there's 8 lanes out here. 2nd through 8th were girls. They didn't get to take first place.
Regardless of the outcome of this vote, the WIAA will not implement the amendments. The State Attorney General's office and the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction tells the WIAA that they must follow state law, which allows athletes to participate in sports based on gender identification. That vote is happening now and will wrap up on April 18th. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:36.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray as we head into our Friday here. A good day to get outside.
Yeah, great day to get outside. Clouds will start clearing up, temperatures warming up, but overall fairly comfortable for this time of the year. We'll talk more about what you can see this weekend coming up.
A baby toy recalled for a choking risk. What parents need to know to keep their kids safe. That's next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's the Blue Compass RV Spring Blowout Sale.
Pick your RV, pick your payment. With new RVs from $97 a month. Every RV comes with a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value. Visit us online or in store today.
It's Missisquoi Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
Over the last 63 years, we've helped so many customers. Our local owners and staff enjoy helping you select the right tire for your needs and budget.
That's right. And with Cooper Tire and other quality brands, we're still the price leaders with exceptional service, selection, and warranties.
Get special Cooper Tire pricing right now during our Perfection Anniversary celebration.
We offer free services with every tire purchase, extending the quality and life of your vehicle.
Nobody beats perfection.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? Want to sleep in an extra hour?
Yes.
French toast and homemade syrup?
Yes.
Hey, want to play 9?
Yes.
How about a credit union with low loan rates, no hidden fees, online banking, and friendly member services?
Yes.
Experience how good yes can feel.
My name is Paul Daglin. I've been with Granite Concepts for coming on 19 years now. From the beginning, it's all about customer satisfaction and quality because we want you to be happy. Technology has changed the game of what we can do. If you could do it with wood, you basically can have it done in stone. At Granite Concepts, we want you to feel at home.
It's the Blue Compass RV Spring Blowout Sale. Pick your RV, pick your payment. Travel trailers from $97 a month. Fifth wheels from $273 a month. Motorhomes from $499 a month. Only at Blue Compass RV.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:39. The University of Idaho having a banner year. It set a new spring enrollment record and became the state's first and only R1 research university. The university is also building a $162 million housing development. It's really coming along. Here's a look at what is to come. There it is. Brand new graduate housing is being built near the heart of campus. The undergrads are getting some love too. Construction crews are renovating the Theophilus Tower and Wallace dorms, which they say are decades overdue for a major remodel.
They're going to have air conditioning in their rooms. They're going to have fully remodeled bathrooms. They're going to have new furniture and new flooring, new everything in their rooms. And so they're going to be coming to, I think, a treat.
Yeah, for sure. Only 3 floors of the tower will be renovated by the time students show up to campus this August. The entire project, though, should be wrapped up by 2027. Wouldn't that stink if you're like the next floor up? You know, you're on the 4th floor.
Just missed it.
But it's so cool for all of that's happening down at U of I.
It is pretty cool, and yeah, going to be a bummer if you're in one of the old rooms when you see what your friends have. Cooler today, still sunny, however, and we will see some spotty showers coming up for Saturday. That's going to be the one blip you got to be aware of as you go through your weekend planning. We'll cover that coming up in a few minutes here.
We have a consumer alert for baby toys this morning. Fisher-Price has recalled 250 stroller toys due to a choking risk. That recall is centered around the popular Brunch and Go stroller toy that you see there, which features a plush avocado toast and has some other popular brunch foods hanging off of it. Now, the issue is with the egg teether attachment. You can see it there. Fisher-Price says it's received multiple reports of the egg yolk cracking and breaking off. Now, in 2 of those reports, the infant had pieces of the toy in their mouth. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported with this toy, but if you have it, you should stop using it immediately and contact the company for a free replacement toy. Such a bummer because it's so cute, but
it's really cute.
Good thing you can get a new one.
Universal Studios is building its first theme park in Europe. The park, which hasn't been named yet, is set to open in Bedfordshire, England in 2031. Predicted themes of the park will include Jurassic Park, Paddington Bear, and Harry Potter. The British Prime Minister expects this will bring 28,000 jobs and generate billions in revenue. And if that is just a bit too long of a wait, the newest Universal Park in America, Epic Universe, set to open in Orlando next month.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, it's like, boy, you're going to run out of room for putting all these giant parks in.
I know. Got to see them all.
Yeah, it is now 6:42.
Well, do you want to be in the room where it happens? You still have time to catch Hamilton here in Spokane. Allison Martinez is live this morning with a look behind the scenes.
Hamilton is the story of founding father Alexander Hamilton. I spoke to a cast member to learn what the show means to her coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
The smart thermostat just got smarter, and Bill's Heating and AC wants you to experience the difference. For a limited time, new customers will receive the brand new Nuve Smart Thermostat free with every full system tune-up. And right now, the tune-up is just $59. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, total control of your home's comfort, and help prevent costly breakdowns, all with one phone call. Call 208-777-5528 to claim this limited time offer today.
4 News Now and the Spokane Indians are teaming up to bring you an Education Day game. Families will enjoy a day of fun activities, including an educational booklet for each student and a chance to learn about the history of the Spokane Tribe of Indians, all while cheering on your Spokane Indians to victory. And when you come out to the stadium, bring a new or gently used coat to help out Coats for Kids. Come out to the park April 22nd. Spokane Indians Education Day game. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Four News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, well, Hamilton is taking center stage at Spokane's first Interstate Center for the Arts.
Yeah, this thing is so great. Hamilton is a musical unlike anything you've seen before. It follows the life of founding father Alexander Hamilton. Allison Martinez is live in studio for a behind-the-scenes look at this crazy good show.
Good morning. Hamilton follows the rise of the founding father without a father. The show is about America then, told by America now. The musical score blends hip-hop, jazz, R&B, and Broadway, bringing together the signature styles of multiple generations. I spoke with Kendall Sayuri Yokoyama, who stars as Eliza, Alexander Hamilton's wife. She told us being on this tour has allowed her to connect with not only American history, but her own family history. While performing in Arkansas, she discovered it was the same city where her grandfather had been incarcerated in a Japanese-American camp during the war.
So being able to be on tour, to be connected with my family history in a way that I never would have been able to probably without Hamilton, on top of being able to represent Asian women, Asian bodies on stage. I'm only one person, but being able to do that for the few people that I get to see at the stage door.
In the show, you'll learn about Alexander Hamilton's rise through the ranks, from growing up poor, moving to New York, and becoming a prominent leader during the American Revolution. You'll learn about his struggles in life and love, and how his choices eventually led to that famous duel with Aaron Burr. The show runs now through April 20th, and tickets start at $56. I got to watch the show the other day, and I laughed, I cried, and I am still singing all of those songs. And one thing that's really cool about Kendall, who you just heard from, is she's actually been in the show for 6 years. She started as a swing when she was still in college and has taken on multiple characters over the years. Now she's playing her dream role. Reporting live in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Wow, she's done all those roles.
Yeah. And she and Allison are old friends. Like, how cool is that?
Such a cool connection. Meeting up here in Spokane. Love it.
All right. We also love heading into a weekend when at least part of the weekend should be nice.
I think the vast majority of the weekend, I think, is going to be good, which means the flowers will keep blooming, the sun will keep shining, and the critters will keep crittering. You know, we had March Madness. It's Marmot Madness right now. These little guys are everywhere. Thanks to Shannon Verity for sending this picture. There's a marmot behind my house, and my neighbor's kids were going, it's a capybara. Yeah. So if you don't know what a capybara is, it's the internet's favorite animal, and it's just like a giant marmot, if a marmot took steroids, I guess. 43 degrees right now. It's pretty mild with the cloud covered overnight. We'll see upper 50s this afternoon, 10 to 15 degrees cooler than we were at this time yesterday. We will see some 60s out there, places like Omak getting more sun this morning. You'll be in the 60s, 60 in Colville, Ritzville, Moses Lake will be in the 60s as well in the LC Valley and in Bonners Ferry. For this weekend, continuing to cool off, only low 50s for Saturday and freezing temperatures or close to freezing temperatures for the start of what will be a dry and beautiful Sunday. Let's show you when you need to watch out for some showers. North of I-90 during the afternoon on Saturday, we expect these showers to pop up here. We may even see a little bit of grapple with some of these showers, especially in some of our northern counties. Temperatures up high in the atmosphere will be cold enough. Some of those snow pellets could form and get down to the ground. Here we go, about 3 o'clock. You can see those light showers. You'll see 5-minute showers off and on for that afternoon time period. So definitely something to watch out for, but shouldn't be an enormous inconvenience about your day. Just, you know, make sure you know that things are going on during that time period. Otherwise, beautiful weather and a slow warming trend that will continue through the majority of next week. Things looking pretty nice here as we head into mid-April.
All right, yeah, looking very nice. Thanks, Matt. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:49.
Your morning sprint is coming up right after this. Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on a Friday morning. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Todd LaRoche. Todd is a volunteer chaplain with the Spokane Police Department.
For over 10 years, Todd has trained and mentored other volunteer chaplains, working together to support families after the loss of a loved one.
I just really love helping people. Unfortunately, it's in the most difficult time of their lives.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Hamilton in Spokane at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday with the Morning Sprint.
Yeah, meteorologist Matt Gray here tracking a cool and cloudy day ahead with some sunshine.
Allison Martinez is in studio with a behind-the-scenes look at the musical Hamilton at Spokane's First Interstate Center for the Arts.
But first, we got Hannah Joy live in studio with a dramatic turn in the president's tariff war with China.
This morning, China announced 125% tariffs on all U.S. goods. This comes after the White House imposed 145% tariffs on China.
We'll see
what happens with China. We would love to be able to work a deal.
Right now, the stock market is fluctuating due to the uncertainty of the tariffs. Then just this week, President Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs. But now he is saying if deals are not made within 90 days, tariffs will go back into effect. For updates on the tariffs war and how it's affecting the stock market, tune in to Good Morning America.
Health Secretary RFK Jr. is promising to uncover the cause of autism by this fall, but critics say that his bold plans raises more questions than answers. In 2000, 1 out of every 150 children was diagnosed with autism. Today, the CDC says it's more like 1 in every 36. Experts say some of the increase is due to more awareness and a broader definition of autism spectrum disorder. RFK, a long vaccine critic, has raised questions about the possible link between the measles vaccine and autism, despite dozens of high-quality studies refuting this claim.
Washington Senator Patty Murray speaking out against the Trump administration's cuts to the USDA. Programs that connect food banks and schools with local farms are set to lose millions in funding in July. The local Food for Schools program lost $660 million in funding, making it unaffordable for some schools to participate in the upcoming school year. Programs that help support food banks are facing steep reductions, even while food insecurity is on the rise around Washington.
In your forecast, we saw some cloud cover, which kept things mild overnight and even a few sprinkles. Today, however, a totally different story. We will not be as warm, nearly as warm as we were yesterday, but still, upper 50s and some sunshine is not a bad way to end our week. Over the weekend, expect a cooling trend, including some morning temperatures around freezing, with warming as we head into next week.
Are we ever going to ditch the switch? Well, the Senate Commerce Committee is considering axing time changes for daylight saving time across the country. This could mean later sunrises and sunsets throughout the year if Congress takes action. Now, many people around Spokane say they are tired of the time changes impacting their sleep. The Senate passed the Sunshine Protection Act in 2022, but it hasn't come up for a vote in the House.
People in Spokane are invited to provide feedback on how the I-90 corridor will look. Attendees to an upcoming workshop will help select the final 8 designs that local artist Reynaldo Gil Zambrano has created for the project. Doors will open at 5:15 on April 16th at the Nuestras Risas Community Center. But if you can't make it in person, you can also attend virtually via Microsoft Teams.
There is a new show in town at Spokane's First Interstate Center for the Arts. Hamilton is a musical unlike anything else you've probably seen before. The musical follows the life of founding father Alexander Hamilton. The show is about America today, told by America now. The musical score, America Then, told by America Now. The musical score blends hip-hop, jazz, R&B, and Broadway, bringing together the signature styles of multiple generations. The show runs through April 20th, and tickets start at $56.
Spokane Valley City Council is considering ordinance revisions to give police more tools to address human trafficking. City Council passed a resolution in 2023 aimed at cracking down on illicit massage businesses in the area. Law enforcement agencies faced challenges with enforcing the city code, which is now pushing them to ask for revisions. Detective Michael Keys leads the investigation on these illicit businesses, and so far, he says they've identified 17 illegal businesses. Most of those, almost 80%, have been shut down.
Well, you may notice a change in how Spokane police respond to rallies and protests. It's an effort to ensure safety and protect each of our constitutional rights. SPD created a new dialogue policing team. This is all part of their tactics team that you'll see at demonstrations and rallies. An officer wearing a blue shirt and a vest will be there from start to finish, listening, engaging, and having conversations, not choosing a side.
Parents want to be heard regarding transgender athletes competing in girls' sports. The Washington governing body of sports, the WIAA, is currently voting on 2 amendments. The amendments would create a 3rd division for trans athletes in Washington to participate and state that participation in girls' sports would be limited to biological females. The vote is happening now. It'll wrap up April 18th.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with Matt right after.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County.
Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. And we'll always be there on 4 News Now.
Okay, guys, only 2 hours today. Don't be late. Okay, everybody, what do you think? 30 more minutes?
Be part of the YMCA and find your fit in more ways than ever. We're saving a place for you.
The sun coming up, the clouds still hanging over the inland northwest, but we will see a little more sunshine and blue skies as we head later into the day. More partly cloudy conditions for the start of the weekend and a few showers for the afternoon on Saturday. That's about the one thing you got to watch out for over the weekend. We will see some chilly temperatures as well, near freezing for Sunday morning. Some very quiet and pleasant spring weather headed into next week.
Love to hear that. Sounds nice. Well, thanks so much for starting your Friday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We will see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.